Hello, welcome back to Path to Wellness with Miriam, and today I have my 6th miscarriage story. So on August 5th, I was 12 weeks pregnant. I had had an ultrasound about 2 or maybe a little more than 2 weeks prior to that, and the midwife saw the baby's heartbeat, and baby was squirming around, I think, and moving, or I don't know. Baby seemed to be fine almost 2 weeks prior, but I think baby died pretty soon after that. And I started feeling better and less nauseous and more energy, and I was worried that something was wrong. And I had a lot of friends praying for me, and they told me to just, think positive. And don't get me wrong, like, thinking positive is a great thing, and it can help you keep from stressing out. But thinking positively doesn't change the outcome, if that makes sense. Like, my baby wouldn't have lived had I thought positively every single moment of every day. Like, me worrying about my baby didn't make my baby pass away, obviously. We don't know what was wrong. I spotted a little bit, and I never spot during pregnancy, so as soon as I spotted, I called my midwife, and she asked if I wanted her to come over with her ultrasound machine, and I said yes. So she came over basically with an ultrasound wand that actually attaches to her phone. And this is not done as like a diagnostic, like measuring the baby and figuring out, medical problems with the baby, but you can definitely tell whether there's a heartbeat or not, and she could tell that there was no heartbeat. And so I knew that the baby had passed. So I was worried about bleeding because I was on a lot of supplements to reduce my bleeding. Oh, no, sorry. I said that backward. I was on a lot of supplements to thin my blood. So I was worried that I would bleed a lot this miscarriage, and so I ended up miscarrying that night. I passed the baby, and anyway, you can watch my other miscarriage videos. A lot of it was the same. I did end up taking the herbs that my midwife gave me, and that helped. I think, like, I didn't feel like I was dying this time, so that was a good thing. The herbs definitely helped. And then she just left me for like a couple of doses, and I forgot her instructions, to be honest. So when I felt like I was bleeding again a little bit more, I took the second dose. And then when I felt like my bleeding was concerning again, I started using some of my oils and stuff. So I won't go more into that, but the other thing that helped my miscarriage this time be so much better is I drank Ningxia Red throughout my miscarriage. So every so often I went to the kitchen and poured myself a shot glass of Ningxia Red, and then I pretty much just stayed in bed and to the bathroom and back and forth. So I passed baby. Baby was really tiny this time. My midwife thinks about 10 weeks, and I agree with her. Baby must have passed away pretty soon after the ultrasound, like that baby was doing okay. Last time when I miscarried, I made a video like a week later, like really soon after. But this time I waited, and the reason why I waited is we decided to do genetic testing on our baby, and I waited because of that. Midwife arranged things with an OB, and she brought baby in, and they ended up needing me to draw some blood from me that they sent along with the baby into Natera, which is a company that does what's called a NORA testing, which is genetic testing for genetic mutations and abnormalities. and they're like over 270 or something like that that they test for. We got the results back quite a bit later, and the baby turned out to be normal, and it was a boy, and we named him Zephaniah. We have not picked out a second name for him, but we have Zephaniah, which means God has hidden. I feel like God has hidden so many things. He's hidden these babies up in heaven for me someday, and I have the hope that I will see them again, and the hope that, you know, Jesus Christ has saved me. So I will go to heaven to be with God. And God has also hidden like the reason why I'm miscarrying and all that. Fast forward a little ways, I was able to meet with this new OB and talk about everything, and I just put together a folder of all the tests that had been run so far, and he ran a few more. So good news is I do not have antibodies against my baby's blood. I was worried that that was happening. I do not have thyroid antibodies. And my A1C is great, nice and low. So I am not pre-diabetic. Just yesterday, I was at a fair, and there was a booth, and the guy was like scanning people with this like biometric scanner. I don't know, some kind of scanner to test the carotenoids or something. Basically the antioxidants in your skin. And I scored pretty high on that, so that was awesome. And I'm like, okay, my antioxidant drink is helping there, and my supplements and the fruits and veggies that I'm eating. So that's good. So really, there's nothing wrong with me, except it goes back to a video I did before about that I have MTHFR and factor V Leiden. So I've done some more reading about that. My OB said that because those two mutations can cause blood clots, that I'm supposed to go on Lovenox if I get pregnant again. So I researched Lovenox. It's kind of scary to think about being put on a blood thinner, and I have a lot of unanswered questions about it. Like, can you get a massage while you're on a blood thinner? And what about other stuff? Like, I just don't know. Do I have to be careful? Like, I'm normally very careful when I'm pregnant because I don't want to fall. I don't want to do anything that would harm the baby. We have a bunch of unanswered questions, and I just don't know exactly what's changed since I had my 3 healthy girls to now when I'm really miscarrying, except that maybe it's inflammation and stress, which causes more inflammation, and my gut health and my allergies maybe. I'm planning to hopefully make an appointment with an allergist sometime to get retested and see if I can do some things to manage my allergies better and to reduce the inflammation in my body, and do some stuff for stress management. I want to get into an exercise routine. And so those are some of the plans that I have moving forward. Right now, I just want to encourage people out there, like, don't ever lose hope. Like, your hope is supposed to be in Jesus and in God, and not in yourself and your ability to have children. But like, if it is your passion to have babies, like, don't give up hope. Don't stop. Don't give up. Like, I don't know what the future holds. Like, if I could see into the future and see that I'm going to have a baby someday that will live to be like 85, 90 years old, like, that would be amazing. But we can't see into the future, and so we can only do with what we have in the present. And like, I still think it's worth it. Like, I am so thankful for my 6 babies up in heaven, and I'm thankful that I had the opportunity to be their mother for a short time here, and I know that they're being taken care of by God, and I don't know, maybe the angels, like, I don't know who exactly, but I know God has assigned somebody to take care of these babies up in heaven. Or maybe they're self-sufficient up there and don't need, like, I sometimes think about that. Like maybe they're ageless up in heaven. I have no idea. But I do know that what I can do is just keep on having hope and keep on encouraging other women who are going through this journey, because I know that when others share with me about their miscarriage stories and their loss stories and their grief, like it really helps me know that I'm not alone, and there's a lot of people out there who know what I'm going through and are willing to help out. So you are not alone if you're going through this. It's like a club that you don't want to be in, but you're in. And anyway, I feel like this video is very rambly, and I hope I can edit something nice together from these pieces and make a video. I feel like I'm really struggling in my grief, to be honest. Like I've been reading books and I think I've just been grieving hard, if that makes sense. Like I know I have to like wade through the muck and mire, and so I'm choosing to just wade through it and get it over with faster. Don't lose hope. Keep watching, subscribe. I talk about clean, healthy living here on my channel. I talk about essential oils and about homeschooling. So keep watching, and I'm hoping to get up some more videos in the future soon. Anyway, I'm getting my life together. Gonna start planning out some content for y'all. Anyway, thanks. Bye.